Hello guys, with 2020 finally coming to a close, tonight we want to take a look at some scary videos that scared us pretty bad this year. Let's buckle up and stay frosty. The next video was recorded by a young man who was documenting the architecture and the layout of the St. John's Church in Pisz, Poland. He picked up really inexplicable captures. Could they be real? The man, in particular, seemed to be really interested in capturing the confessional boxes encircled around them. Besides the chairs outside, nothing out of place catches the eye. This is until the man captured the first apparition in the reflection of the glass. Now, for some reason, when I saw the recording for the first time, this image reminded me of an elderly woman. I have no idea why. What do you think? But the man keeps further recording and captures the following in another box. Could this be the same apparition that he captured in the first one? The next was posted by a user called Sarberry. She goes on by saying, "Ghost photo from 1976, given to us by my husband's mom." So what is she talking about exactly? A terrifying apparition seems to be popping up behind the woman with child. Some viewers react by saying this is one of the creepiest things that they have ever seen. To that, Sarah responds, "I have sent this image to the little girl's sister, and she said that she remembers clearly odd happenings taking place in the house during her childhood. Somebody went through all the troubles and even colorized the picture. Impressive. And they say, I had this photo colorized, and I think it's a poodle with a common haircut that jumped up on a piece of furniture behind them. What do you guys think? Just a hoax? Some good Photoshop action? A poodle perhaps? Or something paranormal? Whatever it is, I'm pretty sure it gave a couple of people some good nightmares." Then there is Tomato Superman, who could come up with his own version of a ghost capture in an old pub. His thread reads as follows. "Security footage from my walk a few days ago. It's an old pub that was a hotel before that." We've heard that before, haven't we? I'm not sure what to make of it, as I'm a skeptic at best. Any thoughts? No, let's check that video out. Maybe it's even the same spirit, who knows? Turns out that this CCTV capture is a completely different story. A pinkish orb of energy is rapidly traveling up the staircase. And I don't believe that it is just a dust particle. Other viewers pointed out that the fast redirection of the orb is proof that there's something else going on, and I feel inclined to agree with that. What do you think? Maybe a former hotel guest that is roaming this area at night.
Right up there, that's the sweet spot, right where that son of... It's always there. He's gonna push me down the stairs someday.
This is an update on the continuous haunting that Donny Drunkard is experiencing in his home. In the past 2 years, he has filmed quite the number of terrifying events. Just to recap, a malevolent shadow figure is occupying his house, which he could even capture on film in the past. And believe me if I tell you that he had tried many times to expel this being in the past.
I heard you. You are not welcome here.
In this particular recording, one of Donnie's stationary cameras upstairs apparently caught the shadow figure entering his bedroom before leaving it again, while he and his dog Terry were sleeping.
You saw him too. You saw that too, eh? Standing about this tall. Rounded. It was a see-through black, just mass. It was there for 10-15 seconds when I opened up my eyes. As I went to get my phone to record, it just went zip, zip, it off right down the hallway.
And the last scary incident we will check out today is paranormal activity unfolding in his kitchen, while a black flying object is recorded by another camcorder in his basement. Truly magnificent. What is your explanation for this? I do believe, Donnie. These things don't look like they are caused by an ordinary human. Does his house contain a gateway, perhaps, similar to the haunting of the Lamb House? I encourage you to follow Donnie and his channel. He has many exciting videos. This clip was sent by Joshua, and we are able to follow along an explorer who ventured into an abandoned house in a rural area. He started to record the following events on tape, and it doesn't take long until he gets quite uneasy. The man starts to hear some mysterious noises coming from the second floor, and he makes his way in to investigate. After checking several rooms, he captures something on tape. Now what has his camera recorded here? Let's zoom in a bit. It's hard to say, but could it be a figure peeking out of this store? Nothing seems to be in this very room, not in the closet, nor in any of the corners. But what about the hallway? Let's see. Definitely stuff straight out of a nightmare. Did the man come across an evil spirit or something else? Another video by user Chaos Magic that the user has shared on Reddit. I feel it has been around for quite some time, yet I have never shared it before. It features two parents that are setting up their baby monitor for their newborn. And while the dad is playing around with the camera pan feature, the mother is staying with the baby in one of the rooms upstairs. However, after moving the camera a bit, there appears to be somebody with them on the upper floor that shouldn't be there. Let's take a look.
And can you move these things like left and right as well? Oh yeah, you can. Oh, one sec. Let me check if I can get your face. Say hello, Lee. What the? Lisa! Who's behind you? Hey? Swear to God, there's no one. Is there actually anyone behind you? Seriously? I swear to God, I will stop this.
An odd-looking face is peeking into the bedroom and disappearing within 2 frames of the camera capturing it. So we have to ask the question here, what has been recorded on video? Could it be anything paranormal? Of course this is possible. Unfortunately, we don't know anything about the backstory of this place or the family. It could also just be somebody in a mask or a smart edit. But it's pretty curious, isn't it? Our next video was recorded by user MaryLiz9, and it was captured in a rather unusual place, a parking garage of all things. She was performing a dance for her profile when a really terrifying and unexplained person appears. Maybe it was somebody that was rather unhappy with her performance there. Oh, apparently she had no friends with her and was surprised after noticing somebody behind her. When rewatching the video, let's give it a look. What on earth was that? It appears that a man is appearing out of nowhere, and then without moving, he just floats towards Mary, which looks really creepy. Is this just a camera trick? And was the man there all along, and we just didn't see him? Or how do you explain this phenomenon? It freaked her viewers out, and people commented like crazy. She had no idea that this person was there. But let's take a closer look at the moment the man appears. You can actually see his arm here. Does this help us a lot? No, but perhaps an indicator that the footage was not cut at that point, and that the man actually did appear from somewhere. Strange. What is your explanation? Now we want to follow the Foreman brothers, who are sharing their latest paranormal adventures on their channel Paranormal Nightmares TV series. In this episode, they travel to Lancaster, Ohio to investigate the case of Lynn, who states that the house she's living in is inheriting all kinds of strange paranormal activity. Even her guests are witness to these mysterious encounters once in a while. The area this house was built on in 1900 used to be a Civil War encampment, and Lynn states that she had to endure really scary activity since the day she set foot in this house for the first time. From loud bangs, furniture being moved, books flying around, to even her bed shaking in the middle of the night, Lynn has seen the unthinkable transpire in front of her own eyes. After a while, she started hearing children's crying in the basement. And one day, when she was investigating these cries, she saw a shadow man just standing in the hallway. Creepy, isn't it? Let's listen in for a bit.
I've been poked, I've had bruises on my legs, I've been shoved down the stairs, having my bed kicked and being touched and stuff like that. Like when it first started happening that my bed was shaking, that really scared me. Well, it went from that to it felt like something heavy had jumped up on my bed, and that was like would sit on my feet. One night I had an experience where that happened and something sat on my chest, but something came and sat on my chest and I couldn't move. That freaked me out.
After the Foreman brothers were setting up their capturing devices, they caught some really intriguing EVPs. Once nighttime came around, they had the whole house for themselves and started contacting the spirits to see if they would respond and maybe even interact with them.
So we've got alarms upstairs on the second floor and the attic, and it seems like majority of the activity that she is getting is something coming upstairs. We got alarms upstairs. Can you go upstairs? Now she sees that dark shadow over by that staircase. Do you know you're dead?
Then they decide to make it upstairs to contact the shadow entity that was seen many times around the house, and that might be responsible for all the activity in her bedroom as well.
I have a hard time breathing in here.
It's like my chest real tight. Man, it feels cooler in here. I mean, my...
Whoa!
At this moment, Josh can see a black mass forming right in front of him, just steps away from his brother Rocky.
I seen something.
Something just grabbed my foot.
I told you there was something there.
It grabbed my leg.
Now look closely. When the team decided to review the footage, they noticed a creepy hand that is going through the motions of grabbing something. Was it maybe the spirit that they asked to manifest before? Mysterious. Please check out the full video in the description and help their channel out. They have tons of amazing footage. Another recording of a tunnel. If you know my videos, you know that nothing creepy ever awaits people recording in there, right? But wait, what's that there in the distance? Is it the nanny? But what is wrong with her head? Was it maybe a demon by any chance? Mysterious. Thanks for watching, guys, and Happy New Year!